Greetings, everyone. This is Call of Duty Ghosts. I'm Craig, and I'm here to tell you today about Call of Duty Ghosts, because you obviously care a whole lot about my opinion. Probably not. And while I talk for the next 6 to 7 minutes, here's some kill-confirmed sniper gameplay. I am not a great sniper, I've never really used the thing in any Call of Duty before, and I do not know how to quickscope, but to my surprise, I was messing around with it and did surprisingly alright. So there you go, enjoy. Now I'm going to blow you guys away. You ready? I'm going to shock you to your very core with the following statement. Call of Duty Ghosts is fine. It's not great, it's not terrific, it's not bad, it's not terrible, it's just fine. And I'm sure that there are people right now pausing the video and hitting dislike and typing out, "That's the worst game ever!" But I'll get to that. It's Call of Duty. It's more or less what you expect. But less, to a degree. And I'll just go down the various modes. Campaign is spectacle without substance. Call of Duty is known for blowing shit up and blowing it up well, and it does that all right here. And from a gameplay perspective, the mission setups are varied enough so that they stay kind of engaging and interesting. From a plot standpoint, it falls right on its face. The villains are barely defined or given any motivation. They're just generic army bad guys you shoot at this time. And the titular ghosts, the badass squad of badasses, they're just also there. They're not given any development, no reason to care, they're just there. So, if you just want a decent, action romp with absolutely no motivation, then it's okay, it's a decent enough ride, but this series has had good plots before, exciting plots, interesting plots, and here it just plain old doesn't, and it falls right on its face because of it. So, there's that. The Extinction mode I haven't played a ton of, but from what I've played, seems entertaining. I don't know how much replay value it has, because there's only the one map, but it's challenging, it's fun, it's fast-paced, as Call of Duty is one to be, and I'm sure that they'll love to charge us for maps down the line, because whoopity-doo. The multiplayer? Again, it's fine. I've seen a lot of people, a surprising number of people, besides the typical Call of Duty trolls, saying that this game sucks, it's the worst game ever, this game is terrible, it's garbage. And if you think Ghosts is garbage, I don't think you have a proper perspective. This is garbage. This is garbage. All of this is garbage. Ghosts, by comparison, is fine. Just fine. It's, in terms of its gameplay in the multiplayer, it's fast-paced, it's solid, the weapons feel fine. But it does have its problems. First off, the maps. Maps are big. Too big. I mean, they're not like Battlefield big, but for a game, a fast-paced, close-quarters game like Call of Duty, they're too big. There are times you'll be running around, even in a full 6-on-6 game, you'll be running around, and you won't encounter anybody for a minute and a half at a time. And it happens way more often than it should. This could be alleviated with a game type like Ground War, which would raise the player cap, but that's not in the current-gen versions at all. Only the next-gen versions get higher player caps. So right now, the maps always just feel a little too big. Also, Search and Destroy is not here. They changed it to Search and Rescue, which is basically the same, except now you can get spawned in by having a friend collect dog tags that you drop. So it's basically Search and Destroy with kill-confirmed elements. And people have freaked out about that. I personally never cared about Search and Destroy, so that's not a big deal to me. Although it is in private match if you really do want to play it, or do clan matches or whatever. The create a class system, kind of convoluted, but once you wrap your mind around it, it makes enough sense. There's a lot there, and the perks, they made the perks and just spread them out. There's 35, I think, now. It's kind of ridiculous, but you can wrap your head around it. Biggest problem I have with the way you unlock stuff is the new operation system. Hey, remember the challenges in the old Call of Duty games where everything you did, you felt like you were progressing in some way? Yeah, not here. Now, if you get 1,000 kills with a silencer, if you don't have the operation selected that says get kills with a silencer, none of those kills mean a goddamn thing. And the operations are randomly selected. You get 50 in 5 different categories. There's 10 for weapons, 10 for perks, etc., etc. And if all of those operations are stuff you don't use or care about or game modes you don't play, you're shit out of luck. You have to re-roll and get a random set of operations and hope that it's ones you like. I do not know why they changed that. It's a stupid change. I don't know why they did it. It honestly makes no goddamn sense to me at all. Finally, theater mode is gone, which is really noticeable, especially for people like me who record games. Now, instead of playing games at my leisure and then going back and getting them later, I need to record games live if I actually want to use them. Because if I don't, they'll never be seen again. It's been in the last 3 games. Why it's missing here baffles me. I have a theory. Because Ghosts is the first game that's coming out on the next generation systems, the Xbox One and the PS4, I'm guessing that it's a situation similar to Madden. And by that I mean, remember on the PS2 and the Xbox, Madden, it was coming out every year and they were adding stuff and debatably improving stuff, but by the end it had a ton of features and a ton of stuff. But when it had to come to next-gen systems, they got the core gameplay working, made it look pretty, and kind of forgot all the other stuff because they didn't have time or the resources to do it. That's what happened here, I think. Call of Duty Ghosts, they got the core game working, and they got the bare minimum stuff, added a few things that they could, and then omitted expected features that they couldn't finish in time just to make sure it was out the door launch day for the next generation systems, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. So Ghosts, in terms of playing it and the multiplayer, I'm enjoying it well enough. It's not mind-blowing. It will not surprise you, which is its biggest flaw. Call of Duty, at this point, really needs to do something new and exciting. It is getting stagnant, but for the fast, solid gameplay you've come to expect from the series, still does that reasonably well. So, is it bad? No. Would I wholeheartedly recommend it? I don't know. I honestly don't know. If you're getting sick of Call of Duty, then you know what? This isn't going to do a thing to change your mind. In fact, it's going to reaffirm all the problems you have with it. But if you're looking for a fast-paced multiplayer shooter, if this is your first Call of Duty, you'll probably like it a lot. But, yeah, it's fine. In the end, Call of Duty is fine. Well, that's what I have to say about Call of Duty. Hope you guys enjoyed my ramblings, and I'll see you next time.